This is Arkansas 11, KTHV Little Rock.
This is Arkansas 11, KTHV Little Rock.
From the capital city to all of Arkansas. This is 11 Action News.
11 Action News, voted best by United Press International and Associated Press. Steve Martone's weather, Gary Hogan sports, and with the news, BJ Sands. 11 Action News Break.
Good evening. Coming up on our news tonight at 10, we'll tell you about the crackdown on illegal aliens in western Arkansas. And the roadblocks are down in Lincoln County as the anthrax quarantine is lifted. Now this. Also tonight at 10, we'll tell you about a thank you dinner in Pine Bluff.
This has been 11 Action News Break.
Arkansas 11, KTHV Little Rock.
Joe Quinn, Ann Jansen, Steve Martone weather, and Arkansas Sportscaster of the Year, Max Morgan. This is 11 Action News Night Watch.
Good evening. If you've been with us through prime time, you saw a CBS movie depict the troubled life of a young suicide victim.
It was the story of a girl who fell into a sordid world of pornography before taking her own life.
News at 6.
The Pulaski County Sheriff's Department investigates one of its own. Good evening, everyone.
A deputy has been relieved of his duties and accused of stealing from the department's property room.
From Arkansas's very own KTHV. This is 11 Action News.
A Little Rock group rallies to stop teen violence before it happens. As Republicans gather for their convention, more questions surface about the president's health. And Republicans on either side of the abortion issue square off in Houston. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kristen Terrell. Thanks for joining us. The Republicans' top brass say the abortion issue is no problem, and it's...
From Arkansas's very own KTHV. This is 11 Action News.
A Little Rock group rallies to stop teen violence before it happens. As Republicans gather for their convention, more questions surface about the president's health. And Republicans on either side of the abortion issue square off in Houston. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kristen Terrell. Thanks for joining us. The Republicans' top brass say the abortion issue is no problem and its position won't change. But Republicans for Choice say the party's pro-life stand must change. It's a debate that's begun even...
Taken as a bomb threat, but it was just a joke.
Little Rock police aren't laughing.
This is today's THV.
Good evening, I'm Larry Otis with Ann Jansen. The story of that bomb joke turned ugly and fast. But right now, the story is the weather.
From today's THV, this is Arkansas Today with Beth Ward.
Hi, everybody. Glad you're with us for 30 minutes of Arkansas Today. And
named Best Newscast by the Associated Press. This is today's THV. You're watching 11 on 11, the THV 10 o'clock difference.
North Little Rock police catch 14 clerks allegedly selling alcohol and tobacco to minors. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Dawn Scott. Larry has the night off.
Arkansas's fastest growing news station. This is today's THV.
Take a deep breath. You survived the busiest shopping weekend of the year. Good evening to you. I'm Dawn Scott. And I'm Ann Jansen.
Named Best Newscast by the Associated Press. This is today's THV with Ann Jansen, Dawn Scott, Andy Pearson, and weather with meteorologist Ed Buckner. From Arkansas's fastest growing news station, this is today's THV.
Good evening to you. He's been on the run since September. Tonight, Timothy Tillman of Arkansas is back behind bars in Las Vegas.
Named Best Newscast by the Associated Press. This is today's THV with Andy Pearson, Ann Jansen, Dawn Scott, and weather with meteorologist Ed Buckner. From Arkansas's fastest growing news station. You're watching 11 on 11, the THV 10 o'clock difference.
Good evening. One of Saline County's smaller towns could soon be its largest.
Named Best Newscast by the Associated Press. This is 11 on 11, the THV 10 o'clock difference. With Don Scott, Andy Pearson, Ann Jensen with the THV Extra, and weather with meteorologist Ed Buckner.
Coming up, the State Fair Open. High school students gear up for Friday night football, and the sniper attacks near Washington having an effect across the country.
You're watching Arkansas's fastest growing news station. This is today's THV. You're watching Arkansas's fastest growing news station. This is 11 on 11, the THV 10 o'clock difference.
Residents in Washington, D.C. refusing to live in fear of a serial sniper. It's our top story tonight. Thanks for staying up late with us. I'm Liz Massey.
And I'm TJ Holmes.
From Arkansas's fastest growing news station, this is today's THV This Morning with Robin Richardson, BJ Sands, and meteorologist Tom Brannon. From today's THV, this is Arkansas Today with Beth Ward.
Hi, everybody, and thank you for choosing Arkansas Today.
Named Best Newscast by the Associated Press. You're watching 11 on 11, the THV 10 o'clock difference.
Good evening, I'm Andy Pearson. Dawn is off tonight. This Gurdon family says their Christmas will shelter. Charles Burnley says earlier this week.
Storm team.
Okay, we got a tornado spotted on the right side.
Tornado warning effective until 9:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time for people in the following counties.
We'll have a wall cloud where the flanking line intersects the main body of the storm. Oh, God.
I've got the tornado now about, 1.5 miles, 300 degrees.
Wait, hold on. Wait a second.
Good evening. I'm today's THV Chief Meteorologist Ed Buckner. We live in a gorgeous state, but unfortunately it's not always that nice. We're also living in an area that's prone to some of the worst violent destruction Mother Nature can bring. In the next 30 minutes, we're going to take a look back at some of these storms, including the 1965 tornadoes that hit Conway, the twisters that moved through Cabot in 1976, and even the March 1st tornadoes that killed and injured so many Arkansans. So sit back as we chronicle some of the most destructive storms to ever hit our state.
Voted Best Newscast by the Associated Press for the second straight year. This is 11 on 11, the THV 10 o'clock difference. With Don Scott, Andy Pearson, weather with Chief Meteorologist Ed Buckner, and Craig O'Neill on sports.
Tonight, an officer's mission to help man's best friend.
In tonight's THV Extra, Messy Monday, an up-close and personal visit with the animals at Heifer International.
And our top story, help is on the way for unemployed Arkansans. Your news starts right now.
Now, all of your news and weather in the first 11 minutes. This is 11 on 11, the THV 10 o'clock difference.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Craig O'Neill.
And I'm Liz Massey.
The people, the difference in news and information on the air and on the web. This is 11 on 11, the THV 10 o'clock difference. On the air and on the web, this is today's THV at noon with Stephanie Bryant and Tom Brannon.
Hey there, welcome to today's THV at noon. I'm Stephanie Bryant.
And I'm Tom Brannon on what's turning out to be a very hot Friday.
Allegedly trying to gun down an Arkansas police officer, how cops tracked him halfway across the country.
And potential jurors file through the Pulaski County Courthouse. This week, Curtis Vance goes on trial for the brutal murder of Ann Presley.
Now, the difference in news and information on the air and on the web. This is today's THV at 5.
Good evening, and thank you for being with us tonight. I'm Liz Mass.
Now, from Arkansas's news and high-definition leader, THV, first in HD. This is today's THV at 6:30.
Hello, welcome to THV First in HD. I'm Dawn Scott. Here's a look at the day's top news stories.
Now, the difference in news and information. 11 on 11, the THV 10 o'clock difference.
But first, our top story. A Conway man behind bars.
It's going to save lives. It's going to make it so it's going to be virtually impossible for there to be another school shooting in Florida.
If for any reason we let something slip by, it could potentially really impact the entire program.
We're always all about, never giving up on someone, and we'll try as many times as we need to.
I got to pinch myself because it's really happening.
This is THV 11 this morning.
Hey, good morning, everybody. The gang is back for the first time in like a long time. Rob Evans.
Oh, I guess we were off.
Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
Yeah,
it's like almost a week.
Now, the difference in news and information in Arkansas. THV 11, news at noon.
As the winter weather continues, temperatures are dropping, making some roads dangerous. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ashley Blackstone alongside Tom Brannon.
And good afternoon. We're going to have live team coverage in just a moment.
I respect the legislature. I can't tell you what to do. When it gets to my desk, they can't tell me what to do.
A compromise is reached on the Religious Freedom Bill. Plus, incentives for downtown business owners lead to unmet expectations. And how a week of turmoil turns to triumph in Arkansas thanks to hundreds of people who hit send.
Now, from Arkansas's News and Information Center, this is THV 11 News at 10.
An issue that has drawn national attention and much debate settled as
A coyote can be a danger to a small dog if it's left unattended, especially at night.
Coyotes are on the prowl in North Little Rock. I'm Caitlin Gardenhire. Coming up, I'll tell you how to keep you and your animals safe.
As the governor signs over hundreds of thousands of dollars toward making Arkansas schools more safe, we sit down with students for a candid and honest conversation.
I don't think anything is too extreme when you're talking about the safety of your children.
Though you can no longer win a jackpot pressing these buttons, these old machines here still have value. I'm Michael Aaron, and I'll show you how these old guts are still making money in their second life.
Pictures and video being shared across social media of coyotes.
You want the help, you need the help, but it's getting in the door to get there. There's so much stuff in between, so much junk.
We have a behavior team here that works with every single one of the animals within our care. They check to see how that animal behaves around other animals.
They want to be not.com. They want to be able to show their friends. They want the wedding that they spent money on to live forever.
Hello, everybody. How am I supposed to say?
Cheerio. I love the Cheerio.
Y'all did the royal etiquette, and I.
Tonight, with severe weather on the radar, are you truly prepared to weather the storm?
He wasn't a violent person. If you see him, you'll love him right off the top. That was the kind of guy my son was.
A North Little Rock family's grief is amplified by the amount of questions that remain unanswered.
it's been called a safer alternative to cigarettes. But is vaping really better for you than smoking?
I'm Hayden Balgavy in Cabot. A beautiful night for high school baseball. We've got highlights coming up.
They call it the calm before the storm.
Tonight may seem...
We want to be the voice for the teachers since they aren't allowed to walk out themselves. So we want to show that we care because we deserve better.
Well, I feel disappointed, but it's not over till it's over, you know what I mean?
I'm just saying, please,
do something there before there's another tragedy and another family has to suffer.
I think there's a lot to play for. These seniors can still leave their mark on this program. Like I said, there is no quit.
With the potential for hundreds of Little Rock School District teachers to strike, students are planning a protest of their own. Thank you for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Craig O'Neill.
And I'm Marlisa Goldsmith. Tonight, THV 11's Melissa Ziguich shows us why some students are planning on not showing up to school on Wednesday.
Craig, Marlisa, over the last few months, we've heard from plenty of teachers and parents about the fate of LRSD. But this is one of the first times we're hearing from students, and many of them are not happy with what's going on.
We want to show that we care because we deserve better.
You're watching Arkansas 11, KTHV Little Rock.
Thanks for watching THV 11. This is home.